My name is Paul McKay, and I'm originally from Kingston, Jamaica. I came here to go to school to pursue construction engineering technology. And I have been working at the university for close to 30 years. Part of it was in an OPS position, and I have been permanently employed since 1998, so well over 20 years. And then I worked on my master's in environmental sciences. So I currently work in the Office of Environmental Health and Safety as a health and safety coordinator. Up in Jamaica is vastly different from here in the US. We have very large classrooms, sometimes over 30 kids in a classroom. And of course, resources are scarcer than here. I used to, for example, play table tennis. They call it ping pong. And we had only one ball. Here we have tons of balls. We step on them, break them, do whatever, and they're just more, there's just more resources. So we had to compete for resources. Things are scarce, but education is a lot of emphasis is placed on education in Jamaica, even though back then resources were scarce. But every parent desired for their kids to go to school and get at least junior high or grade school education. So, we appreciate those things, and we, fortunately for myself and my siblings, we came from, my mom and dad were married at the time, so we had both parents supporting us, and both of them, encouraged us to go to school, and we did that, and I'm a product of, what they pushed us to be, so I went to college, got my undergrad and graduate degrees, and so did my siblings too, so I'm proud to say my mom and my dad, did the best for us. Things that they didn't have, they allowed us to have, so I'm thankful for those things. Back then it was not, but as kids we automatically, we went to the YMCA, and of course I played table tennis a lot, I swam. And so, that was just natural to be active. Nothing was pushed about going to the gym. Those things were unheard of back then, so it was just natural for us to have fun while we're out there playing and whatever, And of course, you're getting the benefit of fitness also while you're having fun. What does fitness mean to me? I think it means ambulatory independence, and by that I mean, okay, for example, if I was in my 30s or 20s, then it would probably mean something totally different. I'd probably be focusing on the aesthetics, but at age 64, ambulatory independence, the ability to move around without being pushed in a wheelchair, that now is more important to me. So that's what I see fitness as, being able to be independent and physically fit, and not having to have people to, do things for you, get you out of bed, those things I want to be able to do for myself if I can, as long as good health and strength prevail. MU Rec Center opened back in 2006, if I remember carefully, and I think I began my fitness journey back then when the gym became available. And also, I think one of my former boss actually, he used to go to the gym during his lunch break, and I kind of followed in his footsteps. So I think it was back in 2006, if I remember carefully. How often do I work out? Because I'm a paying member, I try to maximize the amount of time I can work out. So I try to work out as 5 days per week. Sometimes work schedule will get in the way, but if that doesn't happen, I'll do Mondays through Fridays. And beyond the Hansel Toops Recreation Center, I do riding, and of course, I also play table tennis. I play that like 3 times per week at the community centers with my partners. I have different partners that I play with. Matter of fact, I'm playing tonight. Okay. So, that's something that I look forward to. And it's not only exercise, it's fun too. So, habits. At one point, I was utilizing Capital Health Plan, my insurance provider, to really reduce my weight. And it was a weight management course that I attended, and I actually lost like 18 pounds. Unfortunately, I gained back about 10. And I think it was that time that I became a member of the gym. So I started working out and combining it with eating habits. And so from what I learned at the weight management course, I learned how to portion reduce and also to read food labels. So I've combined that with physical fitness, to manage my weight. As a young boy back in Jamaica, I played. I had a passion for it. I would go to school early in the morning just to play, and after I left Jamaica and came here, I hadn't played for over 30 years. And so when the rec center opened, Mr. Carroll bought some table tennis tables, and another Jamaican friend of mine, Roger, he and I started playing, and that's when it started back maybe about 8 years ago. So it was a long time before that I hadn't really played seriously. And then that kind of evolved into participating in the senior games. Of course, Mr. Carroll encouraged me to participate in the senior games, and I've won medals in the senior games. And I just continued playing at the different community centers with other people. And, the rest is history, as they say. Recommendations I would give. Well, especially to staff, the facilities right here on campus. You get the opportunity to meet young folks who are in touch with social media and the latest trends that are available. And I've met people here, former students, who have given me tips on how to work out. And you can build a network of friends who are doing the same thing you're doing. So I think it's, that's some pretty good advice I could give. Okay. Get my workout in and head back to work. So accessibility is one of my favorite things. Of course, the other thing is I've known Mr. Carroll, for over 30 years when he managed the bowling alley. So, I can call on him if I need something, and he's always willing to accommodate me. The staff here are wonderful. Even the students are professionally trained. And so I love those things about the center.